this is a little story I thought I'd share with you. It's really bad. But like they say, stuff happens in life, especially when you're a kid. And I was a kid when this happened. I must have been about 7 or 8 at the time. Um, we lived in West London at the time, and we used to see a number of families. There were like a community of families that used to come together, and they were all like actors, and they were all into arts and all sorts of things. Um, and that was different times. There was all like vegans, and so, we had our traditional meat foods and stuff. So we'd go there and just live differently for a while, and loved it. Um, really nice kids there, all around our age. We used to do all sorts of stuff there, and then we used to go away um, to some really nice places in the countryside as well as part of the group. And those were really nice days when I look back on it now. They were really good. Yeah, this is a story when there was quite a few of us kids around there. They had a very big garden. I do remember they had a rather large pear tree in their back garden, and of course through the day and the night we all liked to eat pears. But obviously by the time that it got late we'd had enough of pears, and well, the inevitable happened, didn't it? We started having a pear fight. And then one thing led to another, and there were all these sort of like blocks of flats near, and being naughty as we were, we started chucking a few at the windows. What we didn't realise was one that I'd thrown, of course it had to be me, had actually smashed one of the windows and gone in, but we didn't know. We were just chucking around. We were wild kids. We didn't give a damn. And now at the end of this garden, of our friend's garden, was a proper good-sized caravan that was parked there, and then there was a big gate behind it and a massive like oak tree, I think it was, or London plane, or a really big tree anyway next to it in the other corner of the garden. And of course at that age there must have been about half a dozen of us, and it was like 10 o'clock at night, it was pitch black. We decided we wanted to do a Ouija board, which was a really bad mistake anyway, and I would say it again, especially if you're young. I mean, it's dangerous when you're older and you're doing Ouija boards with so-called professionals, but when you're a kid, you don't really want to get into this sort of thing. Honestly, I just tell you now, it's not worth it at all. So we set everything up, we got all the numbers and all the letters, yes and no, got the glass, the cup, and set around to start. And of course we started to do, this is the thing that freaked me out, we started to do it, and I could tell that when we were doing it we all had our little fingers on the glass, and it was starting to move, and you can tell if someone's putting pressure on it. You can see the pressure on their finger, and you can also feel that the glass is dragging a particular person's way when it goes across the table. But I didn't feel like that with anyone. I felt like the glass had actually lifted off the table. It was almost like, those air puck games that you play at the arcades. It was something like that. The glass had gone up and it was moving itself, and we were getting answers, and we were getting like quite freaky answers, and it was impressive. And then we asked, then it said something about it being evil, and we said, are you the devil? And what happened was the glass actually started to move towards yes, and then all of a sudden, this is no lie, just as it got to yes, we heard this massive crash right above us in the top of the caravan, and oh my lord, we were absolutely petrified. All of us kids, I tell you what, you've never seen 6 kids run out of a caravan so fast. We thought it was like the devil himself had come to visit us. That's how bad. So do you see what I mean? This situation was really bad. We could have had a heart attack or anything. We were so scared. We all ran behind the caravan to where this big tree was, and naturally ran behind this tree to look for protection, because we thought it was spirits, some sort of demonic spirits chasing us. And of course we looked at the top of the caravan expecting to see some sort of ghost there. And all that we saw there was this massive chain. It was huge. It was right along the top. And it had come over from the fence. And then we saw this half-drunk Scottish guy furious at us. Because you fucking little kids, you have smashed my window in my kitchen, you little, I'm gonna get you and I'm gonna smash this chain around your fucking neck. We were petrified. Then we even got more scared. Because what we realised was, half the time we'd been involved with an actual spirit, and then the other half of the time we was actually involved with a man on spirits, if you see what I mean. He was properly pissed up on whiskey, and of course we had to call in. We had to go back to the house, call our friend's parents, and it was a real hassle, and it was really bad for everyone. And we apologised to the man, but yeah, that's what happens when things go wrong. This story is, don't just be aware if you're going to do ghost stuff, don't be aware about the other side, be aware about what's going on in this world as well, because that, I tell you, was a big lesson for all of us. So I thought I'd share that little story with you.